Hello everyone, I am Maki. I play the violin in Civic Orchestra of Chicago. This video is for orchestra students in Chicago Public School to help you practice while the school is closed due to COVID-19. Today, I am going to give you a lecture about how to do vibrato on the violin. The vibrato is one of the coolest techniques of violins. It seems really hard, but actually just tricky. If you practice with me in the right process, you will be able to get it eventually. So, just let's start. What is vibrato? So, vibrato is a technique for making the notes vibrate using your left hand motion. If you play the notes without vibrato, the sound is flat and pure. But if you play with vibrato, like this, you can give more color and expression to the sound. I teach how to vibrate the sound in 3 steps today. The most important thing through all the steps is relax your hand. Don't force, don't squeeze. Make sure always your hand is free and flexible. Okay, so now moving on to the practice. First step. In the first step, we are not using the violin. Only things you need is your left hand. So we are going to practice the vibrato motion in this step. Make sure your wrist is unlocked and your muscle is eased. You open the arm and close the arm. Open the arm and close the arm. Repeat this motion and make it smaller and faster. This is a vibrato motion. So it's kind of like the motion of the knocking the door. So if you feel like really uncomfortable or awkward of this practice, you just move to your wall and then put the arm against the wall and then knocking. And eventually you get the motion. So the vibrato motion is coming from forearm, but mostly the moving part is only your hand. So practicing this motion is not quite hard, but doing it with relaxed hand is different. So make sure your hand is always relaxed and never clench. Keep continuing this practice until you really feel comfortable. And then if you feel comfortable, then let's move on to the second step. Second step. So now you have to prepare the violin with you. Set your hand on the fingerboard and choose a finger whichever you like. But actually I recommend you to choose second or third finger because first and fourth finger is really hard. Even for me, I want to avoid the pinky finger vibrato as much as possible. So let's use the second or third finger. So you half press the string and slide with the motion you practiced in the previous step. If you like, you can just make a sound too. And doing the same things with the previous step, make the motion smaller and faster. This is the second step. And again, make sure you don't crunch your hand, always relaxed. Third step. So in the third step, finally you're gonna try out your vibrato technique. So you completely press the string and then do the same motion. When you completely press the string, you will feel your wrist is locked. But that's fine. But just never crunch, never squeeze. Keep your arm and hand relaxed. Then you master the vibrato. If you feel like your hand is getting tired, this means you are squeezing somewhere. So try to relax. After you feel completely comfortable for doing the vibrato with the finger what you chose, you can choose another finger and go back to step 2 and then move on to 3. Keep repeating 2 and 3 with each finger. Move to step 3. Then change to first finger. After you practice it with all the fingers, you can practice the scale with vibrato. Good job, guys! This is a lecture about how to do vibrato on the violin. It's quite tricky technique, but if you can master the vibrato, you can expand your range of the expression. Remember, when you feel like stucking in somewhere or squeezing your heart, just go back to the previous step and do it again. Be patient. If you keep practicing, you can definitely get it in someday. I really hope I'm gonna see you very soon. Take care. Well done. Bye.